Hey there YouTube, this is DZMaven here again with another Gunpla video. I thought I'd talk about something a little different this time here. I thought it'd be a neat idea. So why don't I talk about my first Gunpla that I ever made. It's right here. I can't quite get all of it in the shop because there's a lot of accessories that came with this one, but this is the F90 Gundam. This is an old grade kit. I probably got this probably sometime around 97, 98. That's 1999, so that's actually quite a long time ago. Before then, I had done a lot of science fiction model kits, mostly Star Trek model kits before. This is kind of my first time getting exposed to Gundam and the plastic model kits involved here. And I actually got this from a friend. He didn't really want it, and so he just kind of gave it to me. And I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'll take it and see what I can do with it. And put it together, painted it up, and as best as I could. I mean, back then I kind of tended to brush paint things, and I kind of did my best job with it, considering the time. I admit, it looks kind of up close. It looks kind of crappy now. I've done much better work since then, but the posability on this thing is really not all that. I mean, at the time I thought this was a really neat looking mecha machine. I mean, I didn't really know anything about Gundam at the time here. This F90 is more specifically, this is the VSBR variant of it. So it comes with all these parts here, the VSBR guns, these, I don't know what you want to call them, heat sinks, fins, whatever. Comes with a little arm-mounted Gatling gun you can put on. Mission, beam shield. And the kind of point of this machine is that all of this stuff here on the F90, it was, and grab this here, it was the prototype for this, the F91. Because you'll see all this equipment is all mostly the same equipment that's on standard on the F91 here. So this led to that at some point. But the other thing that was kind of unique, really was unique about the F90 is that it was, right here is kind of the basic setup of the F90 here. Just beam sabers, really. And you could equip different weapon packs and setups for this here. And the VSBR setup was just only one of the setups. It was the only one that kind of came with this kit here, but there was another F90 kit that had, I think it was 4 or 3 different kit options available in it. I got that one later on down the line. I actually did a much better version of the F90 with that. I'm going to cut away for just a moment, and I'm going to put this thing together in the SBR configuration for it here, just so you can see what it looks like here, all put together. Because all these little, it has hard points. These arm plates on there, on the sides of the legs here, and the front of the skirts and the side of the skirts will come off, so you can attach equipment to. There's a spot here on the back that comes off too, and these are there's clamps on the back here. This all comes off. So I'm going to put all that on here just so you can see what it looks like all pitted together, and I will be back in just a moment. Alright, and I'm back. Got the F90 all back together now. It's in the VSBR configuration, which is actually called the V-Type configuration for this, actually. Let me get you a closer look here. As you can see, it's got the heat dispersal fins all in the same spot as the F90. The only exception is the F90 doesn't have the ones on the ankles like that. It does have the back fins that come out, especially on the back, the VSBRs. One beam shield emitter on the forearm. Now the other one is on the actual beam shield piece itself here, but this is supposed to actually come off and is supposed to be attached to the other side of the skirt armor here, but I just choose to leave it on here because I don't like taking it on and off. A lot of these parts are I wouldn't call them flimsy, but they are a bit fragile, and they do tend to fall apart pretty easily. And taking this apart, I'm kind of reminded that I did lose some pieces before. Like one of these here. I'm not very good at holding parts in front of the camera at the same time as talking about them. Where did it go? Okay, well, I'll find it. But anyway, like I said, some of these parts are easy to lose and break. Like with this one here, the peg on the inside broke at some point, and I had to stick a piece of plastic on there so I could still use it. But that other one I just had there was actually lost completely, and I had to make a scrap piece of plastic to replace it with. But it's basically one of these parts here. But besides that, this thing also came with some posable hands. They're not very posable, and they're not really able to grip a whole lot, but it's you have the 3 fingers and the 4-finger grip, but these things don't really, I found they don't really grip that well, so I don't really use them. And it comes with a couple of fists. These are good for the beam sabers. These are the beam sabers it came with. They're just molded in a solid piece of clear blue plastic, handle included, and the paint, of course, gets scraped off every time you stick it into the fist. So they end up looking kind of shitty. It did come with the standard shield for the F90. It's a decent looking shield. I kind of like it. It looks pretty good, especially once you paint it up and decorate it. It looks pretty good. And this is the standard beam rifle for the F90, and I actually kind of like the look of this here. It looks very militaristic and just very serious looking beam rifle here. I very much like the look of this. I actually like it better than the beam rifle that the V-Type comes with here, which is this thing here. It just looks a little, I don't know, iffy to me. But yeah. Anyway, you may also notice I have the Strike Gundam over here in the corner here. Yeah, there's kind of a reason for that. Because a lot of times I kind of think the F90 kind of served as kind of a basis for what the Strike Gundam turned out to be. Because the Strike Gundam uses multiple weapon packs and different configurations and whatnot. And the F90 kind of did the same thing, but a long time before the Strike Gundam came along. So I sometimes kind of wonder if the Strike Gundam took some inspiration from the F90. But I mean, that's kind of my opinion there. But anyway, that was my video on my first Gundam here, so I hope you enjoyed it. Why don't you let me know what your first Gunpla was? I'd be very curious to know. Let me know in the comments, or you can maybe do your own video and let me know. But as always, I hope you liked the video. Leave a like if you liked. Don't like if you don't like. And be sure to subscribe, because I'm going to try doing some more Gunpla videos, and hopefully I'll have some more interesting content coming. Alright, hope to see you soon, and have a great day. Bye-bye.